Good morning. So I just woke up, obviously got ready for the day, took Quirky out, fed the fur babies. I'm actually going to be spending the day with my mom, my grandma, and my mom's boyfriend. You guys think this is cute? Like, I just wanted my hair up. I was like, I need a moment with it, so I put like a small braid. I don't know. My hair is
Does she really say moment?
I'm actually going to be spending the day with my mom, my grandma, and my mom's boyfriend.
Wow, 3 generations.
You guys think this is cute? Like, I just wanted my hair up. I was like, I need a moment with it, so I put like a small braid. I don't know. My hair is really frizzy right now. Tomorrow is my hair washing day. Anyways, I want to show you guys
Tomorrow's my hair washing day. Well, for the month?
I don't want like a full meal, but I need something, okay? I take some, oh, you guys can't even see me. Let's move this like so. Hello, hello. So I take some lunch meat. I take some string cheese.
Waddle around like that.
Oh, wait, we can't forget. My most favorite drink in the whole world. If you guys have never had this, please get it for yourself. The Gatorade Zero and Glacier Freeze. There's nothing else like it. So this is like my new favorite snack ever. Oh my god. It's just like straight to the point. I ain't gotta think about it. I literally take this guy and I wrap. I'm not joking either. I wrap some chicken lunch meat, which this is like the only chicken lunch meat I will ever eat, which is the Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh rotisserie seasoned. Because I'm really weird.
We just saw you walk over there. Is this your second pack of the day or what? Oh, even then, eat nothing. Hey, here's a diet tip. ALR. Eat nothing but that lunch meat and those string cheeses, and you will just drop weight fast, and you'll eat your favorite snack ever all day.
About lunch meat. I wrap it. So good. I really don't know what it is, but I'm fixated on it. I'm fixated on this. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna take my trash out. Trash valet does come tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna be home in time to actually set the trash out. So I'm just gonna walk it to the dumpster myself. Sometimes I do that.
Sometimes you do that, huh? I bet you this is just cut up from before. 10 minutes. Maybe, I don't know. She wears like 2 different.
I have 118.
I don't know. She ever do any gaming?
Y'all, I just won the jackpot. I won the major. Oh my god, I did that.
I think she wants us to think she has a gambling problem, possibly.
Okay, so
you're not supposed to film in the restroom. I know that is illegal in Texas.
And then we went to the casino.
This is Oklahoma. I don't have any reason not to believe it.
It was like over a week ago. And she wanted to go to the casino, so we went there. I won the jackpot. It was like $650 something, I think. I don't remember. But I was like so shocked. I was like, okay. So that was a lot of fun. And instead of spending any of that, I just saved it. And then we went out to dinner.
Probably $1 machine.
And now I am back
You
home.
saved it. How much did you spend to get it? Because most of the time, I mean, you break even.
So at church today, there was a new singer there. And so that happened. This was my 3rd time, I think, going to church. I've been just going, thinking like about God and stuff.
I'm sorry. I don't need to hear her talk about her religious journey because we know that it's all just for show. So I'm going to skip through. It'll just infuriate
I think they're
me.
amazing. Okay, guys.
Next
so
day?
It was the next day. And I'm just doing some cleaning. And this just looks kind of like
How are we supposed to believe that?
Like, what is even happening? Like, how did this guy get
You did that on
over
purpose.
here tilted? I don't know. So I'm actually going to take one of these, or maybe a couple, and I'm gonna organize.
Wow, I would love to have all
this to look a little better.
It is organized.
All right, it doesn't look that much better, but it definitely helps with organization because every time I'd open this, I'd be like, "Yikes!"
Do you think she's eating this canned chicken breast and spam?
So,
I doubt it. I bet she's had that shit forever.
Every day.
Yeah, baby girl, it's called being an adult and owning a pet.
Because the cats have like their designated spots that they love, and one of them is
Put
right
a
here.
blanket down.
On my couch.
Dipshit.
So it gets super furry, so I have to do this every
single
day.
Twinkie. How about you stop and show us Twinkie? We like Twinkie.
All of my clean clothes from when I went to the laundromat, so I'm also doing that. So I wish I was joking.
That's it.
I found someone's boxers.
Oh shit, those are mine.
And someone's sock.
I'm gonna need you to mail that one's not mine.
So that
you
happened.
cheating whore.
Someone's at home saying, "Where's my boxers?
Sorry.
Where's my missing sock?" Little do they know, Amberlynn Reed has it. So if you're missing those, let me know.
Plot twist. I'm wipey.
When I tell you, I'm addicted to thin pork chops in the air fryer. Okay. I'm not joking. And they're so
You're not
thin
even gonna
and
season
satisfying
them.
that I honestly don't even eat anything else with it. I'll just
I don't believe you. We don't believe you.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so good. So I'm about to make 4
show
of them.
eating turkey and pork chops.
So I just lay them out like that. I use garlic salt, which all my
Don't
garlic
pour
salt
it into
is
the air
pretty much
fryer.
gone, because this is actually a very embarrassing story. But one of the last nights that I got drunk, which I have not got drunk since I said I was gonna take a break.
She just drank it.
I was like super drunk.
She just poured it down.
Super hungry. So I was like, I'm gonna make some garlic butter noodles. I'm also gonna use some black pepper. I guess I wasn't paying attention. And instead of opening this little tab, I screwed off the whole lid and I poured the whole thing.
I have a challenge for you, watcher. If you're watching Amberlynn Reed, and like this is the most basic bottom level. Also, I'm not sure if this is universal, but I always thought you should rinse your pork and chicken. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me know. But I always rinse it off before I rinse it, and I let it dry or dab it with paper towel before I season it and cook it.
On the pasta. So I literally had to throw
But
away
if you cook less than this, you really should be embarrassed.
thing. Like, it was just
this
like
is easy. This is good if that's all you could do. But she should just get a pan.
And then I put it in the air fryer. Plug her in.
You know, here's the thing: is the whole damn place is gonna smell like garlic.
Like, this is so simple, it's scary.
That's kind
so
of.
I put it on 400.
It's not.
And it usually takes like 14 to 15 minutes.
Drew Barrymore brand. We have one. I got one of their
griddles. But I will say,
griddles.
once it's done, I let it sit for like 20 minutes. I know that sounds crazy. Then I eat it because I kind of like it at room temperature and not like freshly hot. Okay, so the pork chops have been done and sitting, and now it's perfect.
Yeah, no, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just go through weird fixations, and sometimes
it's not weird.
You guys have seen that.
It's not weird. The only thing you want is salt. You are addicted to huge amounts of salt, ALR. Everything you eat is salty AF, like that chicken. You know that chicken lunch meat is salty.
Right now, it's a pork chop moment. But really, I just want to come on here and tell you guys thank you so much, like truly from the bottom of my heart. Ever since I told you guys I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and
yeah, see, the thing is we believe your borderline personality disorder. We don't believe all the other ones you said, like you got OCD. You don't be this way if you got OCD. You don't season those pork chops that way. You don't let your cabinets ever get, quote, messy. If you have OCD, if you had bipolar disorder, like, I'm sorry, you'd be on medicine. Like, if you actually had it diagnosed, it's hard to get a bipolar diagnosis. You would be on something, period. Even if it was just an antidepressant, you would be medicated because it's a very long process to get. I mean, maybe it's different in other states. I don't know. I opened up to you guys in my last video where I just had like a breakdown. I started crying. You guys have reached out to me and you have been so kind and supportive, and I just appreciate it so much, like beyond belief. And so many of you are like sharing your own stories with me.
The state is now handing out.
It's like, we're not alone. I promise we're not alone. And I know sometimes it truly feels like it. But
alone.
We're not. So this isn't really something that I want to go into detail about, but a lot of people are asking, how did you hurt your ex by falling in love with someone else? Like, you guys weren't together. So obviously some of this is my story to tell, but just out of respect for all parties, I'm going to be vague, but I do also want to just make a little bit clear that I did hurt her because my ex wanted
your home
to
health
contractor
get back
together. She wanted us to work on ourselves and possibly get back together one day. And normally that would have been something I would have jumped at like this. But when
you talking about wifey and talking about how she is polyamorous, and like, I don't know what to tell you. Nobody believes any of this. And it's hard to get to the point, maybe it's always been this way, but it's hard to tell if she's trolling, really trolling sometimes, or if she's trying to do like when Chantal Foodie Beauty does a thing. She's not trolling. She doesn't troll. She rages and she puts on a front.
I continuously chose this.
So when Chantal does her thing, she's not trolling ever. Right. It's rage and fake for the camera. And she's lost control. But Amberlynn Reed has always had this sort of cynical side. Right. This sort of hyper aware, very meta kind of thing. It's like, because she mentioned I took the trash out, but she didn't take a 3-second video of the dumpster. Even if it's gross, she would be proving people that she does it. So either she did it and she's not showing it in order to troll, right? Or she just didn't do it, right? That's what I'm saying. That's the point about that.
Other person over her, and I was hurting her like really bad. A lot went
What
down.
did you tell us what you did? We're just supposed to feel. So what are we supposed to think? What do you want us to think? Because we just think that y'all weren't ever really in a relationship. Just like nobody thinks that Chantel and Sala are like really in love. Oh, and I did a video that'll come up first, probably about their new car. It retails for about $21,000. It is 5.7 to 6.5 Kuwaiti dinar. It is not an expensive vehicle, but I would promise you it's well within their price range. The payment, if they have a payment, I don't know how things work over there, is probably like half of what she spends on takeout in 2 weeks, I bet.
A lot of things happened, but at the time I thought I was choosing my happiness. And, you know, in my head I was like, I'm single, we're broken up for a reason.
What happened?
I remember telling my ex, like, why don't we try poly? That's never anything I would have ever suggested in the past.
No, I think that she was into that.
And it's like, my ex loved me so much, and
I
she
think
really
you said
wanted to try to
something
make it work, but I was
Oh my
repeatedly
God.
choosing another person over her, and that is the reason why that she does not want to speak to me anymore. And I just feel so bad for hurting her.
You know what? I would be surprised if these videos didn't have something to do with why she didn't want to speak to you. Just get her out of your mouth, homie.
I was just in a really confused spot, and I thought I was doing the
No,
right
you're
thing
not.
initially.
Nobody, nothing about anything you ever do says that you're confused. It says that you're cynical. It says that you probably have a relatively high IQ and you're manipulative like Ted Bundy, like in a sociopathic type of way. That's what I get when I see you. The kind of person that claims to have all of these. Like I've said multiple times, OCD isn't something that you just have, and you just deal with it. It's called obsessive and compulsive disorder for a reason. Because you are obsessed. Not the way that people use the word obsessed, but like an actual obsession. And you are compulsed, meaning that you compulsively do things which you barely have any control over, right? Bipolar disorder, if you go unmedicated and you are bad enough to have actually been diagnosed, because it's like it shows symptoms of many different types of things, right? If you have that, you're not going to go unmedicated. She doesn't ever seem uneven. She doesn't ever seem unbalanced. She always seems to have the same level. I don't ever see her angry. I've seen her sat and roast herself in her videos before. Have you seen those? It's like, this is not the kind of person that has this is the kind of person that has borderline personality disorder, but not all the other garbage.
You guys are only hearing like 5% of the story out of 100%, because again, there are other.
Then you should spend 10 minutes every day, make buckets of money, and tell us a little bit of the story, or never bring it up again.
Parties, and just out of respect, I'm just not going to do that to them.
Out of respect, the next day.
It is the next day. It's actually morning time. I just woke up, but
How do
I
we
went to
know
get back
this?
in
We
bed.
don't know any of that.
And I see this little cat head. What are you doing? Oh, baby girl. She's all wrapped up in the blankets. Isn't she the sweetest little baby? She's out of the blankets now, and she's like sketched out, because the reason why she was hiding was because maintenance came. Brady and Wasabi, they go running when someone, like a stranger, is in the house. And then Twinkie goes barking.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Some cats are like that. My cats are I got 2 boys. They're like 10 or 11, and a girl cat, and she's like 2. She's a rescue. Something happened to mommy, we think, and she was, it was annoying. We didn't want another cat, and she's like the worst cat ever. She's fun. For cats, she's got some interesting stuff, but the 2 boy cats will like straight up walk on you and try to take food out of your mouth, and I don't let them on countertops. I think maybe it's because the kids, well, you give your kitty cat a little piece of food. It's fine. They're 7. They're little. But like, it's a constant war with me and these cats to get off the counter. They hear a can open and they're right there, and I'm never let them up there. It's so frustrating. But my grandparents have 2 cats that they had adopted an old tomcat. He was old and beat up, and they took him, but he had kittens with a local cat there, and they ended up in their backyard. And so they also adopted 2 of the kittens. They're Bert and Ernie. But they're super skittish, but they're real specimens. I don't know if it's because we're in like a semi-rural area. Like the most dense it ever gets here is like suburban, but then it's like I'm like 2 miles from the outside of town, which may seem like a lot if you're from a big city, but it's like you would know if you lived here. It's like it's the plains, but like I've driven, I see possums and raccoons. I was driving to work one morning during the last fall, and I saw a coyote. It was a coyote. It was a prairie coyote. I saw him in someone's front yard, and he just looks up at me like he was supposed to be there. So like maybe the cats here grow bigger, but they're all so big.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep. I went to bed super late last night. I've been going to bed like at a decent time for me, but last night I
But
stayed
you'll
up a
never
little
tell us
later
what
than I
time.
wanted to. And yes, I did sleep in my makeup. I've been doing that my whole life. Why are we gonna complain and try to change now? That's really the least of my problems. But anyways, I do want to end this video because I do want to get this video
I
up
mean, at least
today
you're
for you
honest
guys. I
about
hope that you
that.
guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
What the fucking thing? Here's the thing. Sorry, all kinds of crap coming up. I want you to think. She ended with, that's the least of my problems. Sleeping in her makeup is the least of her problems. Well, you could easily get some goddamn makeup wipes and just wipe your face before you get in bed. I'm sure I don't have I've never worn makeup. I'm sure it doesn't take more than 30 seconds to a minute to just wipe your makeup off, even without doing a full wash or whatever. I get it. Women, ladies out there, the 85 to 90% of girl world that's women, I don't know. I'm part of that weird niche of just like regular dudes. Well, even the gay dudes that are in girl world just seem like just regular dudes, right? It's weird. The demographic makeup is odd. Anyways, that doesn't matter. The least of her problems is the fact that she doesn't spend 1 minute to wipe her makeup off, which means that's not a problem. That's just you being lazy. We know that she is flush with cash. We know that she makes plenty enough money, and like we don't see her. I don't think we see her spend a lot of it. She buys Amazon stuff, but she never. I mean, I just spent $300 on Temu and like several orders. I bought some stuff that you can't exactly get. I bought a couple CPAP masks, right? That saved me $150 right there. So I got 2 of them because they were cheap. Some other stuff, got some toys for the kids and some cheap electronic type stuff, just fun things. I cashed out some vacation. I spent a little extra money on us, the whole family. But like, it's gonna be so much stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And like, we know she's got money. Think about in your life. Think about somebody who's struggling financially. And like Amberlynn Reed sit here and said, the least of my problems, talking about not wiping her fucking face before bed. Whenever she's got, she's technically very wealthy. Her income goes far beyond her means. Think about it. She doesn't have a car payment. She lives in Oklahoma now. I don't know where in Oklahoma. I promise you, if she's got a nice place, the apartment looks relatively nice to my standards. I lived in shitholes a lot. She might be paying $1,000. My mortgage is $1,400. We have 2 incomes and a car and a mortgage, and after insurance and car payment and the insurance on our paid off cars and my wife's car that she drives, that's $2,000 a month. That is a huge amount of our pay. That's like a lot. And that doesn't even count utilities. What I'm saying here is that she has basically an unlimited supply of money to the point to where she just won't work for 2 weeks and she doesn't even feel it. She doesn't even care. That's what I want people to see about ALR is, and she chooses to do feeder content. Every time you see her waddle across the room or eat something, she's straight up doing feeder content. And the thing is that unlike Chantal, these are the only 2 people I really follow. Emerald Reed would be, well, she is pretty. She has a symmetrical face, right? That's how you can tell. When somebody's face is symmetrical, you can tell that if they lost weight. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm not fat shaming or anything. I won't do that ever. But she clearly is unhealthy. And, most people would like to lose a little weight. And if you have a relatively symmetrical face, losing a little bit of weight really accentuates your personal, your natural features, right? So she is a pretty girl. and she sees it, and you can tell sometimes when she's feeling her oats and stuff, and like she's a bully and she's a manipulator and she's been abusive to most of her girlfriends. Like, but then she wants us to feel sorry for her because she said she hurt Wipey. I don't know, man. I went on for way too long. Thank you. Bye.